Spring. That lovely time of year. That lovely time of year where you think you're gonna be all breathing that nice, beautiful air. I'm not gonna lie, you saw the title. I hate allergy season. And I know a lot of people on here complain about allergy season. I get it. People sneeze. They don't like to sneeze. I get it. People don't like sore throats, itchy eyes, or just in the fact that they have one nostril that works while the other one is clear. I have that. Don't get me wrong. But there are some days I have it as much worse as any other person I know. That what I am allergic to, I'm allergic to grass as well as hay. Hay is more likely just dry grass for a very long time. But hay creates something when it's in a smaller space, like in a barn. More dust, more mold. And it creates a problem for me to breathe. And I can all blame that on my dad's heritage. They have so much inflammation problems. Guess who got that trait? Me. So I like to say that this is like a 5-stage factor for me when it comes to allergy season. I am not gonna lie. I'm gonna say it right now. Breathing, that for one sniff, I probably will feel swelling in my lungs and in my throat. Even to mention, I will be sneezing uncontrollably, my eyes will be watering like I was crying, and I will look like a beanbag full of nothingness. So that's why I take allergy medicine, because grass hates me. I also have the common allergies for everybody, like dust. It's not just dust inside, but I can be related to the dust outside. Yes, there is a difference between dust inside and dust outside. Dust outside is a little bit more rough than inside, but inside it can be a little bit more deadly if you don't tidy up. Other things too that I'm allergic to is probably pollen. That's the biggest issue. Trees are abundant to be making pollen. Yes, and there's apparently a ton of flowers and pollen in the air because trees have to live. And trees have to also get their groove on. So trees like to do something that's called pollinating. And pollinating is not really anyone's favorite when it comes to allergy season. It's so weird to say that the government even made this problem in cities. Instead of having, like, female trees for certain cities, they had to do the male trees because they thought it wouldn't be a problem. But in reality, I think it was, like, backwards. If I'm wrong on that, obviously I'm going to put the right title on it. But I'm just saying, that's insane. That's so stupid. Just because of our gender of a tree. Anywho, my first stage, chapter 1. I prepare. For me, usually, I realize it's that time of season. Buds are not coming out yet, but you can probably see it. You can see it in the trees. You can see it how the weather starts out to be. Daytime savings. I hate living in the Eastern time. This is my time of the day or year, whatever you prefer. I don't care. I'm going to say day because that's usually my prep day. I have to prep some allergy medicine, even though I'll have extra. I know I always run out. I always run out of nasal stuff. I always run out of congestion for your nasals. I'm always running out from the daily typical things to get, the common allergies going away. As well as some powerful stuff that won't make me die from smelling grass to, sit out the front door. Or to even sit in the porch and somebody mowing for how many times a day in the yard. I'm looking at you, neighbor. So I have the common tissues, got the common medicine, and I'm ready for the next chapter. Chapter 2. I forget. I don't know how. I don't know why. Maybe it's because, everybody's busy. It's around springtime, getting things over and done with. Work, college, classes, graduating. But nope. For me, I forget whenever it happens. No matter how busy or how lazy this whole time of year is. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't know why I forget. Because it's always that one day that I forget and I'm sneezing a lot and I wonder, am I sick? Legit, am I sick right now? It's not even the point to realize the moment I step out the door and I smell a big batch of uncut grass, I might die. That doesn't affect me until later on in the whole day. Then I feel like crap. This is when I start to have the realization, or somebody else tells me, are you taking your allergy medicine? No. And I'm not gonna lie, it's my fault. Just never going to be questioned by it to anyone unless I'm proven guilty. So I start taking my medicine, my allergy medicine, so I don't die. Chapter 3. Totally preparing myself. I prepare every morning, at least take my medicine, get the nasal spray up my nose, get the big pill for me to survive outside if I'm ever touching grass ever. That's a word to say. Considering I did animation and they made fun of us for not touching grass. Well, guess what, people? I got a purpose to not touch grass. So I usually take my medicine, and just in case if I ever did forget, I always take extra. And not gonna lie, I kind of like carrying it myself instead of other people carrying it. Because it seems like in my family, if I tell them to bring medicine, they never bring it. And that's frustrating. It's like, hey, do you have the ibuprofen? No. Because I ran out. Or no. Because I forgot. Well, what do you know? You forgot. Chapter 4. Finally preparing for it to be over. This is almost the exact thing that happens every year, is that I start to get too comfortable and I start to realize summer's on the rise. And summer does come around. And this is when sometimes I forget my medicine. And then I do that whole little thing that I did on chapter 3. But starting to prepare and starting to know what I was doing kind of makes me forget to bring it on certain trips we go to. But otherwise, it's more likely improved. Or I'm just I don't know when to get off the pills or not, because it's still technically spring, but yet summer's coming up. And where I live, you can't tell the difference. You can't tell if you're going to have a nice rainy day till a full sunny afternoon, unless you check the weather. We love to check the weather out here. Just in, the weatherly forecast tells you it'll be raining 1 second of the period, and then all of a sudden, sun, and then rain again. What a coincidence. So that's kind of how it works. I kind of have to balance it in between. And if not, I get my days that I forget too much. And then, here's the last chapter. Chapter 5. This is the end result. This is my summer. Summertime, I love it. It's too hot outside for my nose to ever be irritated or have anything in the air. It's perfect. It's too hot for that, and it's too hot for this. Great. That's what my nose apparently wants. And then we go inside. It's cool as a cucumber, and the moisture is still inside. Not gonna lie, even though I had some hardships on the way, but I swear, it's always like a repeated cycle. And this repeated cycle is never going to change. And it's always been a problem. And the more things I look into it, a lot of people have terrible experiences with their allergies. I literally can't breathe with it without allergy medicine. I'm thankful for the generation that we are living in right now. Otherwise, if it would have been how many decades later, I probably wouldn't survive. Because my parents would be like, go touch some grass. And I would be like, help me, brother, help. No. This is my allergy take on it. What do you guys do for the allergy season? I am a little bit curious. Do you have it worse than me? Do you have it less than me? I don't know. You just want to bring out some stories. Alright, so I hope you guys like and subscribe. If you want to leave any comments of stories that you want to tell me, or if you just want me to tell a story of myself, like a request, go ahead and do that as well. I have an Instagram and I have a Twitter. So I'll see you all later, peeps. Peace out.